What's up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, back at it again, bringing you 40 facts on the awesome Warhammer 40k universe. And today is a special day. Today marks the beginning of a new series, 40 facts on the vehicles of Warhammer 40k. And today I am starting with the vehicles of the Tau Empire. So ready your greater good cause as we get into this lore. The gunships of the Tau Empire. Sleek and lethal, Tau gunships are a far cry from the lumbering battle tanks deployed by their foes. Held aloft by a gravity cushion and sent soaring into battle by vectored jet thrusters, hammerheads and sky rays combine the twin principles of maneuverability and overwhelming firepower so valued by the Tau. The sky ray can fire volleys of lethal seeker missiles to obliterate its targets. The railguns and ion cannons borne by hammerheads are death to anything that falls beneath their hollow targeters. Squadrons of gunships accompany most hunter cadres in the field and are tasked with the swift elimination of enemy tanks, armored walkers, and hulking monsters. These vehicles are a welcome sight among fire warriors and battlesuit teams alike, for the crews of the Tau gunship are expert pilots and deadeye shots. Their powerful weaponry more than sufficient to reduce even the most fearsome enemy war machine to smoldering wrecks. Each gunship is outfitted with all the latest Earth caste advancements. Intelligent repair systems and countermeasures are common, among with targeting arrays, high-grain sensor suites, and countless of other enhancements. In addition, each mounts a pair of gun drones upon its hull, the sleek machines always ready to leap to their parent gunship's defense with guns blazing. Now, before we move on to the other vehicles, I have to talk about Longstrike, the ace of the Hammerhead. Longstrike, renowned for his exceptional aim, master gunship pilot Shazla Tao Shaang is a fire caste most lauded tank ace. Innately skilled in the handling of hammerhead gunships, Longstrike earned his fame upon the world of Tros. As part of an armored introduction cadre, he was assigned a contingent fighting in the western deserts. There, over the arid flatlands, the hammerhead gunships clashed for days with a force of Lehman Russ battle tanks that outnumbered them at least 6-1. Shasang Talisera, his bondmates, were slain to the last, their gunships blown apart and their bodies ground beneath heavy imperial treads. Yet Longstrike fought on, littering the plains with blazing wrecks until finally a flight of razor shark strike fighters swept in to annihilate the last of his foes. It was in recognition of his heroics on Taros, as well as a string of other victories, that Longstrike was chosen to wear the experimental XV-02 pilot battlesuit. So equipped, the renowned pilot hit the battlefields of Agrellan with a vengeful fury, taking a mighty toll upon the murderous race that had slain his comrades upon the burning plains. The TX4 Piranha. The ground whips by beneath the Piranha as it speeds into battle, broken ruins and alien undergrowth flickering past in a blur. Enemy fire bounces harmlessly around the hurling skimmer, the Piranha's pilot deftly evading incoming shots with the aid of his counter-ballistic helm suite. As he closes in on the foe, the craft's gunner selects his targets, gloved fingers dancing across his controls as he triangulates firing solutions in concert with the Piranha's attached gun drone. Foes scatter, or else try to swing their weapons to bear as the Piranha sweeps down upon them. Yet between the skimmer's blistering pace and resilient hull plating, the enemy's efforts come to naught. With wayward shots sparkling and whining from its prow, the Piranha dives over the heads of the foe, pulse carbines and burst cannons chewing a three-pronged trail of destruction through their ranks. Even as torn and blasted bodies are trembling in its wake, the Piranha darts away, boosting into the distance at breakneck speeds before banking around for another pass. Such is the fast strike way of war at which the Piranha excels. This lightweight craft has been a favorite of the Firecast ever since its introduction during the Second Sphere expansion. swiftly proving worthy of praise heaped upon it. The Piranha is fast-moving and extremely hard for the foe to hit. Furthermore, its weaponry allows the Piranha to punch well above its weight, either using burst cannons and gun drones to slaughter enemy infantry, or a prow-mounted fusion blaster to blow apart battle tanks many times its own size. When operating as lone hunters, these vehicles are dangerous enough, but when fielded in teams, they become truly lethal. Piranha crews increase their strategic versatility by working closely with Pathfinder teams in the field, able to swiftly close on the Piranha's forward positions, and taking advantage of the targeting data transmitted by the scouts' marker lights. Piranha teams appear as if from nowhere and execute blistering strafing runs. Enemy infantry and armor that believe themselves on the cusp of wiping out the troublesome Pathfinders are instead annihilated amid the blistering explosions of a sudden ambush. This sort of strategic quick thinking is typical of Piranha crews, who are trained to rely heavily on their instincts and are allowed considerable operational flexibility on the field of battle. Places within the Piranha training programs are highly contested, and those who successfully graduate enjoy enhanced status among their fire caste comrades. The vehicles of the air caste. When the Tau make war, securing aerial superiority is one of their first priorities. Control of the skies not only frees up the hunter cadres to enact their complex strategies without worrying about attack from above, but also allows the air caste to switch from aerial interdiction to ground attack roles in support of their fire caste comrades. It is often the attack shoals of the air caste that are first loosed on an enemy world, sweeping down in great waves to clear the skies of foes. Anti-aircraft defenses are blasted out of existence from low orbit, or else marked for punitive strikes by teams of stealth or crisis battlesuits. Plasma bombs fall like rain upon enemy airfields, ripping apart landing pads and runways, and blasting promethium silos and grounded fighters into blazing wreckage. Those enemy aircraft that make it aloft find themselves running the gauntlet amid swarms of perfectly coordinated Tau attack craft. The air caste pilots maintain meticulously calculated formations and lay down lattices of interceptor fire that soon see even the largest and most heavily armed enemy craft spinning groundwards like flaming comets. By the time the ground war begins in earnest, enemy air assets have been reduced to a ghost of their former strength, and the skies now belong to the Tau. It is at this point that shoals of Longstrike bombers switch from targeting to foes' ground forces. These swift-wing craft are employed in place of artillery, supporting their fire caste comrades by executing deadly attack runs that shatter enemy infantry and fire support platforms. Each Sunshark incorporates a pulse bomb generator that takes up much of its dorsal fuselage. This advanced microfactory generates and holds stable a shimmering orb of lethal energy. At the press of a button, this energy bomb can be fired at the ground to detonate amongst the foe with enormous force, leaving little but drifting ash and glowing craters to show where the enemy once stood. Exceptionally efficient, each pulse bomb generator can continue to manufacture fresh ordnance for its craft almost indefinitely without the need for rearming. Occasionally, the microfactory can slip out of optimal alignment, requiring reconfiguration before it can recommence production. To cover for this eventuality, and to ward off enemy aircraft and armor, the Sunshark also mounts an array of missiles, its own networked marker light, and a pair of nimble interceptor drones. These diligent protectors can detach as required, hurling in to shoot down those enemy aircraft that threaten their mothership. Meanwhile, squadrons of Razor-Shark strike fighters engage targets of opportunity throughout the war zone. Fast-moving and hard-hitting, these potent aircrafts can dogfight when required, putting down the last of the enemy's aircraft amid blistering exchanges of firepower. However, like the Sunshark, these are primarily ground attack craft and have proven extremely successful in this battlefield role. In place of the Sun Shark's drones and energy ordnance, the Razor Shark mounts additional thrusters and a fearsome quad-ion turret. In addition to the Razor Shark's twin Seeker missiles and burst cannon, this fearsome weapon makes the Razor Shark the terror of enemy infantry and armor alike. The TY7 Devilfish. Skimming swiftly across the battlefield, the Devilfish glides between smoking wrecks and blazing ruins. A resilient and versatile transport, it is the Devilfish that affords the fire caste the mobility that they need to fight war in the Tau way. Formations of Devilfish bear breacher teams into the heart of the foe to execute the final stages of the Montka strike. It is the Devilfish that rapidly relocates fire warriors to new coordinates as part of each grand strategic maneuver, or they can punch through enemy lines with guns blazing in order to extract Pathfinder teams before they can get overwhelmed. These ubiquitous transports are exceptionally popular with the fire caste, and their courageous pilots are afforded great respect. And that concludes our part 1 on the vehicles of the Tau Empire. Stay tuned to our part 2 where we go over the Forge World exclusive vehicles. If you guys want to see some Tau battlesuit action, go onto our page where we have a 40 facts on Tau battlesuits. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and a share. And also, you guys can head on over to our Patreon page where you guys can pledge $1 or more, and that'll help us bring you more epic 40k content. And as always guys, you know me as the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I am, once again, out of here.